while back, I painted this painting. It was an old painting that I sanded off the paint, off the wood panel, and then I painted over the top, and it was completely on a whim. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I just wanted to see what would happen if I kind of did half the painting covering the wood and then left a lot of the sanded part like as it is. And I loved it. I still love it. I love that painting. I can't really explain it, but I just love it. And I don't know if it started then, but I have this ongoing obsession with lemons in art. Don't know why. I just love them. They just make me happy. So I don't think we need to know why. But I found this little sketchbook recently, and I was thinking about in the evenings. I haven't been very creative in the evenings. I tend to end up watching quite a lot of YouTube actually. And I just thought I want something to do in the evenings that's really easy. And I was watching my friend Helen Wells's art channel. I will put a link to that below because you really must check her out. She's like the sketchbook queen. And she inspired me. So I decided I'm going to use this tiny sketchbook that I've had for years, and it's got really nice paper inside. So of course I haven't done anything in it. And I'm going to make it my lemon sketchbook. And it's just going to be a sketchbook dedicated to paintings and drawings of lemons, however I want to do them. No rules. I can just play and use it as a kind of tool of discovery to find out perhaps where my paintings want to go next. Not saying they want to be lemons, but the different approaches that I might use and how I might then bring that into my paintings. But it's very much not necessarily to do with my main practice. This is just for me to play and celebrate my love of lemon paintings, basically. So I've decided I'm going to paint the cover so that I always remember what the sketchbook is about. And then I'm just going to fill the pages. I mixed up some acrylics in the obvious colours and just added a bit of water so they were still quite thick. I didn't have a reference image. The whole point of this is not to be too precious, and I have a vague sense of what lemons look like, so I decided to just start and see where it led me. At this point, I'd already managed to drop some paint on the spine and then tried to wipe it off, and that didn't work, so it's left a bit of a smudge, but I think we're just going to say that that is all part of the overall experimental, playful vibe. think what I love about lemons is the simplicity of them. They're such simple shapes, and just add a stalk and a couple of leaves and you've got something quite clear and impactful. And I really liked painting on the cover of this sketchbook because it's got a really nice fabric texture and the paint sat on it in a very satisfying way. I very rarely use watercolour pencils, but I think I'm going to start using them a bit more because they are so satisfying. Obviously you can just use them dry, but the minute you add water, they really spring into life. I also love a checkered tablecloth, and they showed up quite a lot in my Little Flowers collection, which I completed earlier this year. I'll drop a link to that below as well if you're interested in seeing those. It's just a really simple and effective and fun way to give a context to a still life sketch that is sort of floating in space like these lemons were. I felt like they were still a bit floating at this point, so I added in some shadow with just a little bit of dark blue.